Okay, welcome to build video number 12. Before we do anything else, before we go what's involved in this video, I just want to talk to you a little bit about this rail here. In the last video, we installed this rail. After I'd finished the video, I noticed that mine was a little bit out. It was going at an angle. So I just loosened some of these nuts, squared it up vertically, and retightened them up. And the way I could tell it was out is I measured how much from the rail to the end of the extrusion, how much from the rail to the end of the extrusion, them 2 points, and they were different figures. So I just had to square it up because you don't want it at an angle. So I ended up being 3mm from each side, tightened it up, all was good at that point. So just watch the verticalness of that rail, and again watch on this side, on that last one, you may need to undo these and move the extrusion to make sure that this carriage is not rubbing on the red, but it's on the red steel plate, but it shouldn't be. So what we need in this build video number 12 is we need the wide carriage end, the wide carriage front, 6 M310 screws. Think about that. 6 M310 nuts. So we're working on the wide carriage, this part here, and obviously the main build. Now the way these work is they get screwed in from this side. Look, 1, 2, 3. This piece goes on the end. Now the key to getting this to fit is making sure that this piece here buffs right up against the rail. Now there is leeway for this part to slide left and right, as you'll see there. So get it right up to the rail because it adds the strength. So, and then you've got take this off, nut traps there for the nuts. So we'll take this other one out. This first one on first, so that goes on there. Let's put the nut in the nut trap on this side. I'll show you in a second. Right, that. Let's put the nut in the nut trap. Screw it in. Hard doing this, trying to make so you can see. Okay, that's one. Put the nut in the nut trap on this side. It's 3 screws, and the nut and the nut trap on this side. Fiddly, but like I say, will be worth it in the end. Let's use some pliers. Oh, lost it. There we go. There we go. Then we're going to put this screw in. Just undo that on a bit so we can slide. Okay. Move that nut trap along. Not in the nut. Put that on. That's grabbed. Last one. There. Just got to move the nut chop up. Not in the nut chop up. Okay, so what we want to do now is we've got all 3 is buff it right up against the edge. So let's just loosen them, buff it right up. When we're happy, tighten them down. make it as tight as you can. Okay. Okay, so I've moved it, as you can see there, which allows flex. We don't want that, so let's undo them again. I think this is probably one time you can get away with taking this rail out, as long as you're careful. Then that way you can push it down, but you can see the nut traps there. So I'm going to push it down. Tighten them up. Do them as tight as you can. Then I'm going to slide that rail back in. You notice this part's on the bottom. Go slowly, there we go. And then you'll find that it punches that end stop there. Okay, so we then do the same on the other side with these three. On there, like so. Again, buffing it right up to the edge. So let's put the nut traps in, because that's what's the easiest way to do it. So let's use some pliers. Making this hard for myself. There we go. One. Two. Don't think that will stay actually. Might be a bit. There's number 2. 3. Again, I've got 3 screws coming in from that side. 1. 2. Completely missed it. 3. Yeah, as expected, 2 have fallen out, but that's the top one. So we can get started with that. Obviously I wouldn't recommend doing it this way, I'm just trying to do it to show you on camera. So obviously you can't take the rail out for this because this is an effector stopper for the rail. Got it? Yeah, I got it last time. No. Got it now. Okay, so that's one. What's going on? There we go. So then you put that trap, not in the trap, shall I say? There. Hold it with your finger. Same with this last one. Quite tricky for everyone to see this. Basically I'm doing the one at the end. Okay, so again, you want, that's the best way to show this. You want the white piece right up buff against the end of the rail for improved strength. designed that way. It's not as strong if you don't do it that way. Yeah, got to do it that way because it improves the strength. Sorry. Okay, now we're just going to tighten these up. Right. Okay, to do these properly, I'm just going to spin it round this way. Nice and tight. There we go. All super duper tight. There we go. So you should be able to see that now, and then that goes lovely jubbly. And I think what we'll do while we're here is we'll get our lead screw. Okay, which is down here. Mine's all greased up in this piece of paper towel. We'll screw it through the top. Okay. Then we'll lift this up again. And we'll put, there we go. Now, what we need to do is we need to check how freely it moves, because remember, if I said we might need to move this piece in this direction, so we're just going to have a look. So what you do is you use your hand, spin it down. Oh yeah, so my bad. And then what you do is you have a look. Keep your eye on the coupler, see if it deforms or if it gets too tight. If it doesn't, it should be okay. Might be a little bit tight. We'll see. Okay. So, let's bring that back up again. Easiest way to do that is lift that out. We'll see there. So, no, that's pretty good, that. So, as you can see there, it's interesting that. You see there, the lead screw is just naturally spinning, which is really good because that's what you want to happen. But I'm going to do it from a lower point so I can check whether it's spinning in. So what I'm doing here is just spinning it down and letting it hit. Okay. So, what we need to do now is, I think we're not too bad actually. So what you do is you would centre it so the lead screw falls naturally into that coupling, which it does. So I'm going to leave that as is. I think that's a good job. But what you would do is you would move this piece by adjusting these left and right to square it up.